Hello and welcome to another new video. So in this video we are going to discuss all the files and folders in a Laravel project. So in the last video we have already discussed how you can install a fresh Laravel project in your local machine. So you can check out those videos in my YouTube channel. So here is the playlist. You can check out those videos. So now look forward. So this is the project that we have created in the last video. So let's run the project together. Type cmd, hit enter. It will pop up the command prompt and type php artisan serve to serve the project. So it will give us the URL. So here you can see this is the URL. Just copy the URL and paste the URL on the browser. So this is the project which is running on the browser. Here you can see the latest version of Laravel 11 and the PHP version is 8.2. So now let's move on these files and folders and explain one by one. So first let's open the folder in any kind of code editor that you want to open. So we have created our project in the example folder. Let's open the folder. So here is my folder where I have created the project. So this is the folder. Let's open the folder. So here you can see these folders and files have been created. So let's discuss all the files and folders one by one. So this is the app directory. So inside this app directory you can see there is three folders: HTTP folder, models folders, and the providers folders. So what are these folders and what are the purpose of these folders? So in the HTTP folders you can define controller. So in our first video of this playlist we have discussed the MVC pattern, which is called model, view, and controller. So this is the controller. Here you can create the controller file where you will put all the logic of your code so that you can work with your website or your web application. So here in the models folder all the model will goes. So what are model? Model is always interact with your databases in your web application. So here you will create all the models so that you can interact with your databases easily. So there are some common convention when you are using models in Laravel. So we will discuss those in the later part of the video, in the upcoming videos when we will discuss how you can create models. Okay, let's move on. So in the bootstrap folder you have cache, app, provider. So these are not important as a beginner. So we are making this playlist for the beginners so that you can start Laravel easily and work with them. So then config folder, you can set your configuration. You can set your app configuration, auth configuration, and database configuration. Here you can see in this file, this is the database configuration. You can define your all the databases credential, like you can set up SQLite, you can set up MySQL, and so on. Similarly, you can set up your mail credential in this mail.php file. Okay, we will get back to those in the later videos. So this is the database folder. Here you can see we have factories and migrations. So we will discuss them one by one. So what is migration? Migrations are some predefined files. Here you can see this is a user table migration. So by using this schema we will be able to create a table where we have discuss, where we have defined the ID field and the name field, email field. So we will discuss them in detailed manner in the latter part of the video when we will discuss about migrations. Okay, let's move on. So factories. So inside factories, we define some basic data, some fake information. When you are working in a big project, you need to insert some data manually. So the factory comes into play in that part. So it helps us to insert lot of data. You can insert hundreds and thousands of data at a time easily by using this factory. We will discuss them later. Similarly, we have CDAR. CDAR has some purpose like factories. Okay, in the public folder, we have 4 files, but index.php is the main file. So this is the basic and main file where your app gets started. So your project starts here. When you request to start the project from this file, your project starts. Your Laravel project starts from this file. Okay, let's move on. So this is the routes file. So here you can see web.php route. So here you can see we have defined a route. So here we have base route. When you are clicking on the base route, you get the welcome view. So where is the welcome view? So here you can see under the resource folder, we have view folder. So inside this view folder, you can see welcome.blade.php. So we can manually create a file here. Let's create a file. So you can see we have created a home.blade file. So let's add a h1 tag here. And just type home and save the file. So this is the view. This is going to see by the user. So we have to define where this file is going to see in which URL. So we have to define here. Let's copy this route and paste it here. So when someone is going to hit in the home URL /home URL, they are going to get the home view. So you need not to define the home.blade.php because Laravel automatically gets those. So you just define the name of the view file, nothing else. So let's give it a shot. So here you can see if we type home, you can see the output home.file. So this purpose is served by the route.php in the route folder web.php file. Okay, so we will discuss them detail in the upcoming videos when we will talk about routes. Then we have storage folder. So we are not going to discuss them in detailed manner because this is not needed as a beginner. So we have test. You can test your code using unit test and paste. We will talk them in the later videos. Okay, then we have a file folder which is called vendor. It contains all the necessary folder that is needed to run the Laravel. Okay, so we need not touch this folder because Laravel automatically managed this folder. But we have an important file here, .env file. So we can define our necessary credential here. Like we can define our database connection, we can define our app name, we can define our app key, we can define our session, we can define our mail configuration here. So this is a very important file. And we have another file which is called composer.json. So in the composer.json, you can see we are working with Laravel. And what is the project type? So this is a project, so you can add the description of the project here manually. So what type of things we require when we are working in Laravel, all the things is different here. We require PHP 8.2, which is already installed in our local machine. Okay, so we are using Laravel framework 11. So that's it. Hopefully see you in the next video, where we will discuss how you can define your route in the web.php file, so that you can manually manage your all the routes. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye.